Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, welcome. I'm David. This is Warriors of Light Astro-Tarot, and we're doing a July heart spread read. This is a love, romance, and relationship reading. What you're looking at is my front yard, as it were, in beautiful downtown Cancun, Mexico. I'm here in the front of the house. Luckily, it's a pretty quiet neighborhood, pretty quiet day. Where I could do your reading, and it's not too windy. Cards don't blow away. Using the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck today, which I haven't used in a while. So this is one, your energy in and around love, romance, and relationship. Two, this is your person's energy in and around love, romance, and relationship. I'm going to need my beads because it's, thank God, a beautiful breeze, which you got to say, by the way, interrupted tarot reading. What beautiful weather we're having in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. You'd think it would be ungodly hot, but it's not. So what I do with these first two cards is I try to look at where you're at and kind of see you just as you, separate from any relationship energy, kind of where you're at as a person. I get a baseline and where your person's at. And, you know where you're at, right? But this helps me know if I'm in alignment with you. But, the Two of Wands is usually the little kind of young guy with the little backpack. And he's getting ready to leave. It's like morning, and there's mountains, and there's two paths, and he's ready to go. Right? He's about to take off down one or the other. But look, he's up on the turret of the castle, way up there, just looking here too. There's like water here too, motion. So, to me, in this Two of Wands, I try to read the deck, and with this Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck, it's a little more pensive energy than your normal Two of Wands, which is pretty revved up and ready to go. It's kind of interesting what it is. It's kind of a tension. It would speak to probably like a square energy if you're going to look at the astrology of things, where you're going to have squares. You have the sun now in Cancer, the biggie, and you're going to have, God forbid, Pluto in late degrees square. That's one you really don't want. But yeah, because this card could kind of represent to me the energy of a square, of like something's making you, Libra, want to kind of do something. And remember, I see this in this read as your energy in and around love, romance, and relationships. So making you kind of wanting to do something. And I kind of like to try to see this as just kind of your energy, not even in relation to anyone else particularly, just kind of where you're at, But now your person's coming in with the Hierophant, so we could have a Taurus personality here. It's interesting because I would say they're just being themselves. If they are a Taurus, think Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I think that's close enough. That would kind of represent where they're at. It could represent something to do with a marriage too. That's their energy, okay? Now, how you're relating to them is with the Knight of Cups. Now, that's an interesting shift to go from the Two of Wands to the Knight of Cups. It's like you thought about it, and then you said, okay, I'm going to offer my cup of love. You're going to look at this the most literal way. And remember I said there's water here. Again, I can't see, there's a water line here. It's beautiful, like aquamarine, different colors it looks like in that card. But out of that musing about what to do, about what to, course to take, you decide to offer your love, and this is to this person. And in return, look, the Ten of Swords. Now I'm laughing, not because I'm an asshole. I'm laughing because this now represents to me, swords are thoughts, okay? But in some way, your person here, Libra, is letting go. I hate to use that word, it's like overuse the letting go, but really letting go of probably a cycle that would have to do with this marriage, and it would be something bad, you know. So you could literally be offering your cup of love to someone who's still, it may not necessarily be that they're married, it's like somehow it's still not resolved for them. But the fact that they have this in response to your Knight of Cups is you saying to them, like, the Knight of Cups is, guys, it's like, I love you. When it's here too in this position, it's like, I love you. I think I'm falling in love with you. I'm really interested in getting to know you better. It's a strong intention of relationships, I think, right? Um, and in response, it's sort of like, I don't think they're rejecting you. I think this is like when they're met by your sincere emotional offer. And also, the Hierophant's very strong, very strict. So they may have asked them, I'd love for you to comment or to share this, or I hope there's a cross watcher. Just always ask for guidance and help. This serves the greatest good. But maybe someone kind of set in their ways. Could be even someone kind of monastic, and it's kind of, this could be someone in the energies of that fixed earth, digging my heels in. I'm a confirmed bachelor or bachelorette, and that's how I am, right? And now, but really, it's because they're kind of fucked up all about this marriage. Could be the marriage is over, right? But it's in their mind still. But when they're confronted by actual cup of love, real love, it has, come on, let's be corny. Shouldn't real love have an impact on someone? Well, it does. And you totally cause them to just in the act of recognizing your love. I gotta think they're going to return it. They're kind of letting go of this whole cycle that whatever they've been going through. Now, underneath your Knight of Cups is your advice from Spirit for how to kind of best behave in this relationship. And I would say two things. One, with the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Cups, you got 10 cups. I'm not good at math, but there's 10 cups. But also, I gotta say, with the Nine of Cups as advice from Spirit, it's pay attention that you don't like emotionally lose yourself in this relationship. Make sure that you keep, the Nine of Cups is emotionally being fulfilled, self-contained, happy, so, and that's, wow. And then this is a very deep reading. I want to give it justice. Spirit, help me in the name of light and love, so it serves the greatest good to give this meaning, okay? You've opened this person up and at the same time kind of slayed them. And it's like, what Spirit's advising them now. And I think this is why your advice to from your Knight of Cups, this is clearly advice, okay, Libra, to back up, back your horse up, whoa, 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 and kind of give this person space emotionally. And your person's advice, you got the Ten of Swords and now the King of Swords. And these are two of the most important positions in this read. This is advice from Spirit, I don't always believe myself even or what I hear, but I always believe in advice from Spirit. And so by you backing off and giving them some space emotionally and kind of grounding yourself emotionally, and this is just an energetic thing. It's not really, you guys don't start talking, start making love. But at the same time, what they need to do is to be very clear in their minds and strong. You're changing really the Hierophant into the King of Swords. Whereas the Hierophant, again, would be that stuck energy, and it's just the way it is, and I don't want to see it, I don't want to hear about it. The King of Swords is going to see it, going to hear about it, and have something to say about it, and have command of it, and be able to articulate it, and be strong and honest and outspoken about themselves, and also be a king, which I think in this case is just important here. That is just that this King of Swords is just allowed to be a king. And man or woman, it's not a sex thing. You know, literally, guys, what I'm seeing here, this is, thank you, Spirit. It's like you're both being led into the relationship here in a way that best maintains your individual strength. But now we'll see the union in these last two cards. We do have the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck, huh? There's some anguish involved. When you have a Knight of Cups and then they respond with a Ten of Swords, even if that Ten of Swords is something that triggers them from the past, you're still dealing now with what? You're dealing with Ten of Swords energy, which is can account for the Eight of Swords. So very important card here. We have the Eight of Pentacles. This is like one of the best cards in the deck. Hard work, rolling the sleeves up, doing what needs to be done, is what the energy of that is. And it's one of the best cards because it's just positive. It's not like being a workaholic. It's just doing what needs to be done. And in this sense, it's got to be the love and relationship, whatever work that entails. And this is the advice from Spirit. And I always say the 7th card of this 8-card spread is the most important card, advice from Spirit. So, you know, that's even more important than the outcome. And the outcome is the Ten of Pentacles. Note, not the Ten of Cups, but the Ten of Pentacles. This is huge, guys. You have the 8 of Pentacles is advice from Spirit, and the 10 of Pentacles is the outcome. You could possibly say this is the best outcome you could have, the 10 of Pentacles. It's such a peaceful looking card here with the dog, and it's a beautiful day. And I told you, you already have 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups here, the Knight of Cups and the 9 of Cups. And your person now is ready. And now what Spirit is saying, and again, it's the relationship has like a pulse, and you're being asked to kind of like back off from each other, like a breath, like breathe in and you're real close, and now you're breathing out and you're kind of separating a minute, and it's allowing them to be kind of strong and kind of collect their thoughts out of all this and kind of transform themselves from, see, I think, by the way, I should say, you're dealing with a very strong person, you know, an adult, boss, someone who's confident, who knows themselves, and you know, has some maturity about them. Even if they're young, they'd be someone everyone says, well, you know, it's like they're older, right? Energy. But with the outcome being the Ten of Pentacles, it's a beautiful outcome. I think you guys, when you come together, you bring just the right mixture of like fire and water and air and earth, and you create something here really solid together, right? Ten of Pentacles too is an outcome. It could mean being stronger together than you are apart. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't, and it just means you just happen to kind of balance, like one of you is good at that and one of you is good at this, and it just happens to be one's good at this and one is good at that, and you kind of balance each other out, and it's like together as individuals you're stronger than you are apart, which is kind of beautiful. And I see the kind of energy of this relationship of, you know, Spirit kind of working you guys into this very strong, you know, long-term kind of relationship. You know, with the Ten of Pentacles being an outcome, this could even be just a friend. I shouldn't even say, yeah, a friendship. It could always be a friendship, a deep, deep friendship, something like that, too, if it's not a love relationship, guys. So let me know what you think, Libras. I do appreciate like any of your comments. I'd love to have these readings. If you relate to it, like share it with this person, whoever's on your mind, whoever you're thinking of, and whoever's the one in your life, and you know, just maybe engender conversation, and like, share, subscribe. Thank you, guys.